this one's the future of SEO for plumbers. Guys, after working with plumbers for 15 years now, helping hundreds of you plumbers, this is the stuff that I think is going to be the future of it and what's happening now. And it's kind of writing on the wall for everything. So are you aware that Google stock has been tanking recently?
Yeah.
Like really off right now.
Yeah.
Now, the truth is that all the people still go to Google mainly.
Yeah.
But there's some minor trending on things like ChatGPT. And
there's a little bit of around the edges, some stuff that maybe they're not going to be the only option.
Right. And it hasn't really changed anything yet. And I think it's perfect to enter there for it. So is Google going anywhere? Probably not. Or they're spending major money. Everybody wants to at least win or get part of the AI coming. But the stock's down. Like it's lowest that it's been in a year or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's down. I think it was down another 5% today. I was just curious about it.
Wow.
Alphabet stock. But if you're a plumber and you want to call from someone, most of those homeowners are still going to Google Maps to look for you. And they're working feverishly hard on Gemini AI, which DataPens does extremely well on, by the way. And then, of course, you have ChatGPT and Bing. And Bing was always this, not even a secondary website, but basically an unknown website. No one used it.
I think it topped out. The best it ever hit was like, not long after it was introduced, it hit like maybe a 10% market share.
That's because Bill Gates
because it was pre-installed on every Windows PC.
Pre-installed on desktop. So if you were 70 and didn't know what was going on, you were on MSN or Bing. Yeah, and then dial forward to where everybody's on their phone. And I think they lost a lawsuit on, unfair trade practices on the desktop, or did they not? Did it keep showing up on
Microsoft?
Microsoft.
Oh yeah, back late 90s they did.
So it was big for a while and it went back down, but it's got a tiny little bump up right now for ChatGPT, honorable mention.
Yeah.
But it's still almost nothing compared to the rest of it. So, I mean, the future of it is it splintering more as time goes on? Yeah. It'll probably splinter a little bit more as time goes on. Will Google still be for the next 5 years, which let's call 5 years foreseeable future at this point in time? I don't dare go past that mark when I think about it.
Not these days.
Not anymore. But yeah, in 5 years, will it still be Google? Your reviews and your map ranking and your organic ranking? Yeah, I think so. I think it's still going to be Google.
I think over the next 5 years, I don't think you're going to see Google drop below like 70%.
Will there be a little growing fraction of people, over at ChatGPT? Yeah. Is it going to be as as small of a group of people that frequent movie theaters for the Rocky Horror Picture Show on the weekends? No, I think it'll be bigger than that. But not
we just really dated ourselves.
Not that much of a cult faction. It's not going to be that unique.
Right.
So they'll have an honorable mention piece of the market, but it's still going to be less than Google in 5 years. So what the moral of the story is, you need all of it.
Yeah.
You want all of it. So Google just doesn't have the stranglehold on it maybe in 5 years. Today, it's still that. If you showed up nowhere but Google Maps today and you dominated that, your phone rings off the hook.
Yeah. And I think it's also worth saying that most changes Google has made to SEO have been logical changes in response to the market. So let's just say Bing goes crazy and gets up to half the market in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just hypothetical.
Yeah.
They're going to do the same stuff. You're going to have to do the same things to show up there as you do now to show up for Google.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been that recent change in data pens recently.
Yeah.
But like ChatGPT picked up a data pen and posted it 30 miles outside of their area, which is what everybody wants. You know? So literally
they want that spread across their metro area instead of their little town.
They read it off the website, but used it as an individual data pen and showed it on a map on ChatGPT.
That's fantastic.
And so we have our clients ranking on traditional formats and AI.
Yeah.
And it works great. And so things are just going to go that way. It still to this day just bothers me that, I don't know, like nobody owes a plumber or me or any other business some sort of free marketing or some grace. Like, no, it's business. It's rough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's capitalism. They're going to fight you. And if you're remiss in marketing and you don't send good signals, you just don't show up well. Somebody messed you around, too bad. Who are you going to cry to?
Pick yourself up, keep going.
Pick it up, move on, quit complaining, send a signal to somebody, try something, do something.
Yeah.
We're in here doing, I'm reference it all the time. We're doing a podcast right now.
We're sitting here doing this, and we don't want to.
About plumbing SEO or data pens and talking about it. But it's part of marketing. I'm not remiss in my duties for it. And frankly, just barely trying is so much more than anybody else ever does. And out of plumbers, I don't know how many actually try properly, 1% or less.
Something like that, yeah. It's shocking sometimes.
It's not that many.
Yeah.
There's not that many people doing it. And so, because the reason I'm bringing people here, we got to do all this stuff. Not really. It's very little to do.